Hey friends, we're gonna make another little video of this real quick. Because, well, number one, I just think it's cool. So, when it comes to these closed knuckle disc brake kits, you probably have to say that I have more experience than anybody else that there is, because I just think they're cool, and I like that old shit. You know, I'll tell you, I used to tell my Mopar friends a long time ago, stay away from them forums and whatever. You can get you a whole lot of misinformation on them forums, you know. I've seen the forums. Every now and then you'll get some good information, but if you don't know what you're doing, boy, I tell you what, you can really get off in the wrong direction. Anyway, there's some helpful information right there that can save you some time, money, and some grief. I like helping people with problems. That's a landline. We get a printout so I can kind of keep up with you. Don't get lost in the sauce. So, what do we have right here? We've got this, it's pretty damn rare. We've got this true Dana 60 closed knuckle. Now, these were used on the fronts of them 715s. Here it is, summer 2026. Been a lot of interest in the last couple of years. But let me tell you something about the 715s. And I guess people haven't paid attention. So, those buggies got 16-inch wheels. With the 16-inch wheels, you cannot do any kind of upgrade. You cannot do any kind of upgrade. You know, that rotor that fits that big old 6-on-7 1/4 hub, see, that's an obsolete thing. Wheels, everything. That's a damn dinosaur. The only rotor that will fit on there is that mid-80s Ford F800. And so, when you've got a rotor that's 15.5 inches, you're not going to put a caliper on there. So, now, you know, there's a lot of people now out there with the mud buggies the last 10 or 15 years. I mean, I know a place where you can get 4 custom wheels, anything that you want, all laser cut, $1,400–1,500. Yeah, that's right. Any pattern that you want. And of course, a lot of people, when it comes to these older trucks, they want to change the pattern. Late model hubs, 90s hubs, fit on there. The spindles basically are the same size, and the bearings switch over, and yada yada yada. What we have right here, this gentleman, he ordered a front and rear disc brake kit for a 715, and he's going all the way. He's doing the hub conversion. So once you shift over to an 8-on-6.5 pattern, that opens up a realm of new wheels, used wheels, and just thousands and thousands and thousands of variations. From $200–300 sets on Facebook to whatever. That's the cool thing about switching the patterns. So anyway, just like all my kits, it's just a bolt on. It's super simple. This is high school level, and that's a stretch. I mean, that's a stretch. So uses those great big, especially those, that 715 rated at 1.25 tons. So uses these great big old GM calipers with the 3-inch pistons. Super, super powerful. Some of the most powerful calipers ever used in the automotive industry. Some of the most powerful ever freaking used. You know, you do your area of a circle, radius times pi, you get 1.5 times 1.5 times pi, and you come up with a factor of about 7. So, anything you got going in there is going to be multiplied by 7. You got 500 psi coming out of that power brake master cylinder times 7. You got 3,500 pounds at the pad. There you go. There's our big rotor. Factory rotor off the late 90s Dodge, early 2000s. And here we go. There's our spindle plate right there. So that's how simple this is. Now, I tell people, those old lock washers, they've been on there 60 years or whatever. They probably lost their spring. So you probably, since we got a 1/4-inch plate, you can delete those old lock washers and just use it for Loctite. So that's how simple this is. Here we are bullshitting, and it's taking me less than 5 minutes. So we have our spindle and caliper plate. That means up. Bolts right on there with our factory hardware. Put our rotor on, put our caliper on. It's that simple, my friends. So anyway, those are really, really cool buggies, and I think they just look mean as shit. And, you know, basically can't get any parts for the brakes, and basically those things are yard arts. That's what I call a buggy that you can't really drive. That's yard art. And I used to have a bunch of yard art. And some people know what yard art means. God bless you. God bless America. And happy trucking.